We're headed over to the buck factory this morning. You know, we've put about 90 acres of the farm, of the tillable ground, into CRP. A lot of that is a field border edge with warm season native grasses and forbs. But one thing we're really excited about is we've put almost 40 acres into a CRP tree planting. We just planted the trees last week, so we're going to go over, take a look at those, and see how things look after the tree planting. So it's going to be it's a really good way. We're excited. One of the things we're excited about is this is a fantastic way to diversify your habitat, still have the crop income. We lose the crop income actually, but we still have the income through the CRP. They cost share on planting those trees, but we will diversify our habitat and create a habitat area that the farm currently doesn't have. So really excited about that. It's going to enhance our hunting on the buck factory, no doubt about it. That's a good sign. We've already got it popping leaves. So we planted a ton of different things, from white oaks to red oaks, a lot of different things, and we put a layer of wheat down to help with weed suppression. That's what that's for, to give these trees a chance to go and get started without having a ton of competition from weeds. So that's what the wheat was planted for. You can just see down the rows that you got it. Here's another one. You got every so many feet. We got our trees from the state, a lot of them, and purchased them. But you know, this is going to change this habitat. Now we've set aside 2 areas for food plots, and basically those food plots will run from the point of those trees and run at angles back to each wood line to try to create where the deer can come out of these woods and filter into a food plot. So there'll be one that runs down the length of this field, and 1 and 2 that run from this tree line to that tree line. And then here we've got the field border edge between what is the tree planting and the crop ground that will create a travel corridor from this tree line to that tree line and tie it all together. And then this is just going to grow up, and for the next 5 years to 7 years, this is going to be a phenomenal deer habitat. After the wheat's gone, you're going to have all that early successional, and you'll have that early successional growth for several years prior to the trees getting big enough to start shading out the ground, where you don't get the sunlight to the ground floor, and then you'll lose that early successional growth. But for the next 5 to 7 years, this is going to be phenomenal deer habitat. More pumped about this than just about anything we've done at the buck factory. You know, we enrolled this tree planting into a CRP program, Conservation Reserve Program, as well as the field border edge that we put around our crop fields. So that is easy to do. All you have to do is go to your local county, USDA, FSA, Farm Service Agency, and NRCS office, and there's an open enrollment that goes on where you can only enroll once a year, and certain programs fit in that open enrollment, and there's also a continuous sign up. Field border edges, for example, are a continuous sign up, so you can sign up at any time during the year. They pay an annual rental rate, they pay cost share to help you install the program. Just go to your local office, local USDA, Farm Service Agency office, and they can walk you through the process. It's really simple. Keep in mind too, there is a limit on income. If you have an adjusted gross income higher than $900,000, you cannot enroll in the programs. You can't get payments anyway. But there's some through EQIP and which is and CRP. There's some fantastic habitat things you can do to enhance the habitat on your property and make it even better hunting track and still collect the income that crops produce. We got to see what the finished product was on a CRP tree planting today, and I was really pleased with how the planting turned out. And just keep in mind that those are things you can do on your own farm. Don't forget, you can go to your local FSA office or NRCS office. Each county has one, and you can get information to do several different things, not just tree plantings. There's field border edges. There are a ton of things that are available to you through CRP and EQIP that will enhance your property and make it a better hunting property. So I hope you enjoyed the ride along today, and we'll catch you next time.